Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Points of Articulation. My name's Dave and today we're looking at the Star Wars Black Series Titanium TIE Striker from the new movie Rogue One coming out next month. Can't wait. So this ship is pretty cool. I already looked at the Hot Wheels version, and like I mentioned in that video, the wings are totally different. Different scales. I don't know if one has the blueprints off or vice versa. But this ship is really cool, and we do have a lot to cover, so let's get right to the review. Before we get to the mold, moving parts are the wings, which go up and down like so. Then we have this little turret, which moves this far left, and about that far right. I don't want to break it. Then we have a cockpit that opens up, and let me get some light in there. As you can see, there's just a chair and a couple control panels, but nothing really to write home about. And as we can see with the Black Series TIE Striker, there's a lot of nice little details here. Especially on the wings with these panels. Little raised sections above the panels on the wing. Just a lot of nice little details. Very cool. And each wing is basically the same. You can see the same type of detail pattern right there. Panels, these lines going across. Divots, really cool. And these two wings are die cast, and the center here is a plastic. For the bottom of the wing, similar to the top, except less detail right there. But still, everything's cool. These panels are very nice. The other side, cool. For the front window, it's very detailed. I actually like what they did there, especially with these guns on the bottom, which I'll get to in a second. For the top, we have our cockpit, which I already went over. But all this nice detail. Very cool. As we go back to the engine here. Could have been painted, but it's nicely molded. For the bottom, we have our peg port, 2 screws, more detail. Now here's the neat thing. I already mentioned this turret that moves, but it has, above it, 2 laser cannon mounts, like a normal TIE fighter. So I'm wondering if it has one stationary, and then maybe there's another guy in here or whatever, or pilot, that fires with this one. I don't know, we gotta wait until the movie to find out, but that is sweet. So all in all, the detail's very nice on this ship. So let's look at the paint. Again, doesn't this look like a wing to a TIE Interceptor? Very interesting. But the paint for this is very simple. We have this nice light blue that we've seen on many TIE fighters so far. And that's the main color there. And also we have black for the panels on the wings. Very cool. And now when looking at the cockpit, we have light gray and black. And then red for the turret. Let me get that lit up. Red right here on the turret. And that's basically it. The engine's not painted. But besides that, it's a pretty good job. I'm pretty happy with this. So let's measure this up, compare it, and then we'll be done. Measuring the Black Series TIE Striker, this ship stands a little under 3.5 inches. It's more closer to 3.25. Like other titanium ships, comes with this cool stand, put the peg in the port, and you're good to go. Now to compare, I'm going to do something a little different. Now there's a viewer on the Facebook page for the Hot Wheels Star Wars ships, and their ships are pretty cool. I'm not going to knock them. Sometimes the paint's off, sometimes the mold's off, but you know what? The titaniums aren't perfect either. And they asked me to compare this with some Hot Wheels ships, so you know what? I'm going to do it. So to compare with the TIE Striker, here is the Hot Wheels version. And you can tell the wingspan is way different on this ship compared to the Hot Wheels version. Bigger cockpit, smaller wings, smaller cockpit, bigger wings. Which one's accurate? You know, I haven't been ripping apart the trailer. I want to be a little shocked when the film comes out, so I do not know, to be honest. But I think I prefer this design with the bigger wings. To me, it just works. Now, also here is the Hot Wheels U-Wing fighter. And also here is the titanium U-Wing fighter. And now here are all of them together. We have the 2 Hot Wheels ships and the 2 titanium versions / Black Series. And you can see how the U-Wings, they're pretty identical. And I'm going to get to the Hot Wheels one next week for December. But these two are pretty close. They're okay. These two are way different. And that does it for my review of the Star Wars Black Series Titanium TIE Striker. Now this ship is pretty cool, it's unique, and it's not just a static fighter. You know, the winds move, it's got that turret and the opening cockpit, so it really adds to this thing. Again, very different than the one I looked at for the Hot Wheels version. I don't know if the two companies got different schematics to make these things, but regardless, either or is fine. I recommend this ship for anybody who's been a collector of the Titanium or Black Series lines so far, or if you like Imperial ships in general. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll see you next time. Bye. To all my viewers that celebrate, Happy Thanksgiving, everybody!